Run out 25 yards and button hook to the left. I'm about to toss you a perfect spiral of the truth. This is the Rivera Report. Welcome to the show. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Me too. Folks, thank you. Let's settle down, folks. We have a lot to discuss tonight, and we only have 10 minutes because the Tushlosaurus said so. As you can see, folks, I'm not in my regular studio tonight because the original studio was deemed unoriginal by Tushla. So, the nice folks at this restaurant, Mexican restaurant, offered their floor space for me to film. Can't get much more manifest destiny than this. In here, out there, nation, you know I love expansion. It is the dominant force that drives Americans to not only expand their territories, but also their stomachs. In light of recent events, folks, Manifest Destiny has been receiving a lot of media attention, and that is why tonight, my episode will be officially known as the Rivera Report Manifest Destiny Edition. Woo! It is time, folks. It is time, and we started off with tip of the hat, wag of the finger. First off, folks, the Mexican-American War has won the hearts and minds of millions of Americans all over the place, with the exception of the Whigs. For example, Senator Abraham Lincoln of Illinois has challenged the Polk administration to, quote, show me the spot. Well, a wag of my finger at Mr. Spotty Lincoln. First off, who do you think you are? The president? Second of all, I bet that ego is taller than your stupid hat. And lastly, why no beard? Folks, beards equals authority. So why don't you, Senator Lincoln, stop growing these and start growing one of these? Next, nation, a tip of my hat to President James K. Polk, who gloriously heightened American power and extended our prosperity to other nations around us. Well, cynics may say that we are just taking advantage of these weaker nations and bullying them into submission. Well, folks, let me just make this clear. Let me just make this clear for all of you guys. God made weak countries for one reason and one reason only, so that stronger nations like the United States can take advantage of them and use them like batteries. Wait, no, scratch that. Jerome, can you edit that one out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. Just don't want anybody to get offended. Lastly, a wag of my finger at John Slidell. John, you are a I'm serious, folks. I'm not joking. Folks, John Slidell is emasculating the American race. Traditionally, folks, Americans are born and bred to fight over anything they want. Whether it's insurance claims, child custody, or a bucket of fried chicken. However, folks, John Slidell is saying that we should pay Mexico $25 million in order to get California and New Mexico, and on top of that, we are going to assume Mexico's debt? We don't negotiate with countries, weaker countries that we are possibly afraid of. That's French crap. Next thing you know, we'll be tossing up the stars and stripes for something a little more French-centric. Woo! Vive la France! Shame on you, John Slidell. And that is tip of the hat, wag of the finger. We'll be right back. Nation, my guest tonight is an actual white supremacist. But unfortunately, he's not here at this location because he got the address to my old studio. So, please welcome Chris Garter. settle down now. All right, Mr. Garter, thank you so much for coming on the show.
How you
thank
doing?
you. Okay, you can let go now.
Sorry.
You can let go now.
Sorry.
All right. Okay, let's take a look here. The notes my staff prepared for me. According to your resume, you are a slave owner. You are a plantation owner in the South. You are born and bred, hardcore conservative, patriotism, and America for the win.
Definitely. I'm mighty proud of my country and mighty proud of my plantation, my territory. It's mine. I worked for it. My grandpa worked for it. My daddy worked for it. And look, I have it now. So thank you, Daddy.
And also, it says here that you are a certified racist?
Indeed. I worked very hard for this award, but I am certified by the NRC, the National Racist Society. Here's the card. Look at that. It's embellished. It has a signature of the president of the NRC.
Can we get a close-up on that?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Let's take a look at this right
This
here.
is a very respectable institution. Very hard to do.
This is super exclusive. I only have one from the National Discrimination League. Okay. Now, apparently it looks like we have similar viewpoints because I am also, patriotic fervor, bleeding red, white, and blue American flag. So it looks like I can't provide much of an argument for you tonight, but my fans out there, the Rivera Nation, have provided letters to Stephen. So we're gonna start off with one right now. Okay, this one is Ida from Kansas. Now, it says here, Dear Stephen, I hear about this new policy being passed around in Congress called the gag rule. It talks about not dealing with the issue of slavery. I personally think that it is a good plan because we are effectively avoiding the issue of slavery. Chris, your thoughts?
Ida, with your wussiness here. Remember last time we had such wussiness? What happened next? Oh, that's right. We had Nat Turner. We don't want no Nat Turner now, do we? We're going to have all these Nat Turners going around being stupid, shooting up all the good white folk we have here in all of our great states. We don't want that. These stupid imbeciles who think in the federal government that they can just go on and be wussies and just be, oh, peace, love, blah, blah, blah. That's absolutely baloney. We're America. We're founded with slavery. It's in the Constitution. You can't beat that now, can you? So I'm sick. I'm sick, government. I tell you, government, I am sick of this tomfoolery here. I can't stand it, so I'm gonna have to sit down. Nonetheless, this is absolutely absurd. This weakness with this gag rule thing,
Exactly. Wholeheartedly agree, Mr. Garter. Federal government, stop being sissies. Start talking about slavery because people's lives are at stake, just like Mr. Garter and his 14 kids. And that's all the time that we have today, folks. That's all the time. Thank you so much, Mr. Garter. Mr. Garter right here, an actual white supremacist and slave owner from the Deep South. We'll be right back. That's it for the Rivera Report. Good night.